Hello, folks. Welcome, Vertigo Tea Party. Streaming it on Twitch, but also on YouTube. YouTube, folks, just come to the Twitch for the love of God. It's twitch.tv/Vertigo Tea Party, for Christ's sakes. I do put stuff on YouTube, but for God's sakes, just come to Twitch. Anyway, so I've been wanting to play this game forever. This is one of the games when I very first started the channel, I always wanted to do, and I just never did. So we're going to go ahead and hop right in. I'll kind of explain my build and stuff as we go, since in the beginning part it's kind of boring with the rats in the cave. But first, obviously, we got to watch the intro. And if the sound is too loud, I'll adjust it later, but I think I've got it right. Doesn't get muted on Twitch.
Maybe you'll think of me when you are all alone. Maybe the one who is waiting for you will prove untrue. Then what will you do? Maybe you'll sit and sigh, wishing that I were near. Then maybe.
Brit. Wait for it.
War. War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes. In the 21st century, war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons: petroleum and uranium. For these resources, China would invade Alaska, the US would annex Canada, and the European Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth. In 2077, the storm of World War had come again. In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders. And from the ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise. A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults. Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world. Life in the vault is about to change.
Oh, yeah. Rip the voice guy, though. He actually passed away a few years ago, I think. All right. Obviously, I like how they do it, the pre-made characters. So if you don't really know like what you want to go with, it gives you some good starting points. But obviously, we'll be doing this. So we are going to pick Jinxed. So all right. So very quickly here, your stats is this is the special system. Obviously, you all guys all know strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. You start with 2 optional traits. Most of the traits give you something good and something bad. Hey Joe, how's it going? He's excited and you're tired. Did you make her get up at 4 in the morning, Michael? You are an animal. But I appreciate it. the smart scientist fix it up guy, nerd just like you. I always made a murderous psychopath just like me. Now, normally, but yes, the traits, one good thing, one negative thing. So we're going to power game a bit, at least with character creation. We are going to power game a bit. The Jinxed is what's going to make this an interesting playthrough, I think. I will read what the description is. And I'm going to, well, I'll go ahead and turn my face cam on, I guess. Jinxed. Mayhem seems to follow you everywhere. Everyone around you has more critical failures in combat. The bad thing is, so do you. All combat failures, misses, have a fairly high chance of being upgraded to a critical failure, critical miss. What this translates to in game terms, to my understanding, is if anybody, including you, misses an attack, I don't know why I just hit puberty there, but if anybody misses an attack, there's a 50-50 chance it becomes a critical failure. Critical failure can be things like gun jamming, losing ammo, shooting yourself or damaging yourself, the weapon blowing up, etc. Yes, we'll talk about how I came into Fallout as well, but I do love this game very much. Also, how's it going, Liberty? How's it going? So that's what's going to make this interesting. We're also going to pick Gifted. Now, Gifted is the most broken-ass trait in this game by a pretty big margin. Gifted, you have more innate abilities and talents than most, so you have not spent as much time honing your skills. You get +1 to all of your special stats, but you start with -10 on all skills and receive 5 less skill points per level. Skills are just how good you are at doing certain things. Small guns like rifles, pistols, big guns like RPGs, pickpocketing, healing yourself, stuff like that. Who doesn't take Gifted? I honestly usually didn't. I would usually take... now, Bloody Mess is the exception to traits. I really, really, really wanted to take this. I really wanted to take this. It says, by some strange twist of fate, people around you die violently. You always see the worst ways a person can die. You never saw such violence in Vault Life, so this may have some unforeseen effects on your future actions. This has no gameplay effects, really, as far as I know. It's just a visual thing, and it's just funny to watch people explode when you shoot them, hit them with a rock, and they explode as if you hit them with a rocket launcher. But yes, I normally would get that, but I really wanted to get Gifted because of stats. So I am going to get Gifted. I did say we were going to do a little bit of a power gaming session here, because not only does Gifted... Don't think of Gifted as giving you a bunch of extra, like 1 on all stats. Think of it as giving you extra skill points, because you can... Because, like, here's what I would probably normally build. High luck, and I'll explain this in a little... I'll explain this more as we go. Not right now. Once we get started in the Rat Cave, I'll explain a bit more just so we can start playing it, but... Play my first type of character. My tradition of making a evil female sniper character started with Fallout 1. So... Normally I don't go high on luck, but we're going to go low charisma. So I'd put my charisma to 1. Agility and perception, both also super important. So I would probably try to do something like this. You want strength at 5 for some of the bigger sniper rifles. Endurance is your hit points. So it's a little bit tougher to basically at this point I have to decide, do I want less hit points? But I'm going to be getting into a lot of fights. So you want more hit points. So you got a lot of tough decisions to make here. When I pick Gifted, well, 10 is the max, so I can get back a point from luck. And I'm fine with 5 strength. I'm fine with 5 endurance, and I'm fine with 5 int. So that gives us 4 extra points. So now, instead of like 8 on agility and 8 on perception, I can get 10 on both. Now I can't lower my charisma below 2 because Gifted does actually add 1 for every single one. So you can't abuse it that much, but you can see that makes a pretty damn significant difference in how we're going to play. And you'll see why this agility 10 is critical. Like 9 is not enough. You really want 10 agility, and you'll see during the playthrough why that is so important. So we will go with our typical name of our character, Chloe. I don't know. I don't know how I came up with that name initially. I think I was dating a girl who had a friend named Chloe, and I was like, that's a cool name. And for some reason, it stuck in my head. We'll make our character. We'll make her 21. 21. She's old enough to kind of be beyond the high school drama, but young enough to still think her opinions matter about anything. So for your skills, so I'm not reading chat. I'll try to catch up on chat in a little bit as we go through the intro movie here, because I can't, I can't talk and like express my ideas and read chat, because then I just start reading chat out loud. So your skills, as I mentioned before, they determine how good you are at doing things. You can tag 3 of them, which gives you a boost. And if I remember right, I think later on when you level up, putting points into tag skills gives you more. I don't remember, but I do know it means you start with more points when you tag. So again, we're going to power game a little bit. Small guns, which does include sniper rifles, and we will be doing sniping in this, so that's important. Energy weapons, we will be tagging, because later on we'll get like energy sniper rifles. And for the last one, we are going to go ahead and pick lockpick. The last one doesn't matter as much, I don't think. First aid is another decent one, but again, because of the action point thing, which might seem weird, but it doesn't actually matter that much. And that's what we're going with. So you can see our overall stats here. We have our name, age, 21. All right. Let me duck out. And let's get started. Oh, yeah.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe, okay?
That is some amazing facial technology. This might be a bit loud, sorry. Birth Apollo. Great name, by the way, Papa Smirk. I love that. Oh, Papa Smirk. I played this, not to age myself, but I played this when it was first came out. All right, so first things first. Let me say, if you can see, I was doing a lot of testing to start with. We'll name her Chloe one. So a few things here as we get going. I am running this with a UI mod to scale it up 2 times. So I'm running at 1920, but it's scaled up because if you run it at actually 1920, everything is tiny and it's quite hard to see. And I know you guys probably aren't going to read all the text, but there's some pretty amusing text that will pop up down there, which I will read sometimes. But it's very hard to see. We can always switch that, but personally, I like it this way. So there's a body out here that we apparently just let die. The other reason you want to pay attention to your tag skills is because the skills that you tag determine what items you get. So because I tagged small weapons, energy weapons, and lockpicking, I got a small handgun, an energy handgun, and some lockpicks. We're going to save the energy gun, though. I don't want to waste the ammo on that. Let's load the gun up. I don't remember if there was a quick save or not. I forget if I tested that or not. You can't set hotkeys. This was before that era. Yes, my lockpick should be pretty good. So let me talk a little bit about our build a little bit more as we progress here. Since I am going to clear the cave out. Wow. Our first shot was a 95% chance to hit, and we missed. So that's probably going to be a consistent thing. I'm not going to bother checking the rats. As far as I know, the rats never ever drop anything. I might just try to melee them to save ammo to start with. We'll see how well that goes. But first, let me talk about kind of the build and what to expect from the build. And again, I know you probably don't really get what the hell's happening right now. Don't worry too much about it. Oh shit. Well, I've already critically missed and I dropped, or I missed and I dropped my weapon. Alright, we're just going to shoot these guys. It's a little bit wasteful on ammo. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Alright, we have to reload that. Our weapon just got destroyed because we missed. We've been getting completely destroyed on our RNG here. We're just going to use the gun, though. And I'll explain, like, the mechanics of the game and whatnot as we go. But I think we just missed two 95% shot chances. That's not Jinxed, by the way. That's just the XCOM RNG. My luck is 10. Yeah, if you do... Yep, exactly. If you do the build, thank you, Tally. We missed the level 95% again. It's normally not that bad, I swear. It's normally not XCOM levels of bad RNG. I promise. And again, I'll explain kind of like how all this works in a bit. So, I had come up with this build, honestly, a long time ago. When I was just kind of looking through the traits of the game. And I was like, because a lot of the traits I would never use. Right? Because I'm... Even at my... When I try not to be... I power game stuff a little bit too much. And I'm like, this stuff doesn't look that good, or it seems like the negatives are too big. Because some of the other traits that you can get are stuff like, you do less damage, typically. But you critical more often. Like, it increases your crit chance. Stuff like that. And I usually would only run, like, Bloody Mass and one other thing, which was actually not gifted. I think initially I underestimated how good gifted is. Because I like skills. I like skill points a bunch. So I never wanted to get gifted because I was like, oh, I want my skill points. Even though there's more than enough skill points in the game to... that you can max about everything. Good lord. Even in all my testing, I never got this bad of RNG. So far, we have already missed 4 95-ish% chance shots. Yeah, gifted is broken. Gifted is straight up broken. But see, here's the thing. When I came up with this build, the reason I picked luck was because I was like, well, with luck, I shouldn't critically miss as much, right? You would think, well, you know, if I miss, I won't be affected by the jinx part, right? Like, I won't get the critical miss. But my understanding of the way that the skill works is that does not matter. My understanding of the skill is that if you miss, no matter what your luck is, you have a 50-50 chance of having a critical failure. So your luck doesn't play into it. Now your luck is going to factor in on stuff like I think your just chance to hit is going to be, and I believe, trust me, the game gets more interesting than this. The only reason, normally I skip the rats because this part's pretty boring. But because of the play style we're going with, we really want to get levels. And killing all the rats gets us about halfway into level 2. Because once we get to like level 4, give or take, and a rifle, we're going to become ridiculously powerful. Like when I did one of my little test runs, now, and granted, when I did the test run, I'm not going to play like I am now, but I was able to go to a bandit camp, wipe out all of the bandits, and then I found some super mutants and killed the super mutants too, all at like level 3 or 4. So yeah, eventually we will be ridiculously powerful, and we are just playing on normal. Yeah, I lost the turn on that one. And you're not getting to see Jinx much because I'm one-shotting these rats. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, rats are basically free XP. We did take a little bit of damage there, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, where's the other rats? There's 2 by the end exit. I love the ambient stuff here. Skilled and finesse. Finesse is another one I had considered with this build, with the luck. But anyway, I want to finish my thought on the build. So when I looked into it, I was like, well, you don't actually even need luck with this build, right? Like it's not really necessary for the build. It didn't affect it the way I thought that it did. But with snipers, you know, well, with any class, luck affects your critical chance, your chance to get crits. So obviously with sniping, you want more crits, even though it kind of, I won't go into it, but getting a high crit isn't that big for a sniper. I don't think as high as you, because typically you'll be shooting them in the eyes, and the eyes tend to have higher critical chance anyway. I think that's all of them. I've never tried a big guns run. I've also always wanted to try a diplomacy run, like a nice person. It's really hard for me not to just murder everybody, though. Anybody who's watched the channel for any length of time knows the hardest thing for me to do is play like the good guy character. This build is specifically built around the idea of 2 things. 1, we want to miss as little as humanly possible. Also, you can like inspect stuff like this, and it says, you think these might be the horned kangaroo bones, but you cannot be sure. They are too weathered to make final determination. So we're going to play this fairly straight. We're going to, like, again, I obviously know what's going on with the water ship and all that, even though I don't remember where to get one. But we're going to make like we're going to go to Vault 15. Wow, we got a random encounter already. Exhausted, you nearly fall over some rough terrain. They could really use a Gek out here. You escape with no damage. Okay. There are a lot of just random encounters. This was literally a random encounter with nothing. But anyway, so I know it sounds insane. Like, of course you want to hit as much or not miss as much, and you want them to miss as much. Like, that makes no sense. You know, that's logical. But for this build in particular, oh my, what is this thing? We better stop and look. Welcome to Shady Sand Strangers. Please holster that weapon while you were here. I don't think they actually do anything if you don't holster your weapon. But just to be nice, we will. So our character is evil, but she's not an idiot. And yes, you can kill everybody in every town. Pretty much. So let's talk to this guy. Good day. I am called Seth. How can I help you? I'd like some information. Information? What do you want to know about? I want to know about this place. Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We have our own irrigation system, so we can grow our own food. If we were not plagued with raiders and rad scorpions, we would have no problems. I want to know about the rad scorpions. These damn rad scorpions have been after our Brahmin since we moved here. Not a week goes by that someone doesn't get poisoned trying to get them out of the pens. Last week, they took... Oh, shit. Last week, they took Brother Jarvis, Raslo, our doctor... Wait, what? Oh, they took our brother Jarvis. Raslo, our doctor, is looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you have the means to help us, why don't you talk to our leader, Aradesh? We're definitely not having him take it to the Rad Scorpion Caves yet. I want to know about this place. Tell me about the raiders. There are several groups of raiders. I organize guards like Ian to help fight them off. God, Ian. There is one band of the southeast of here. Watch out for them. So there is a band of raiders to the southeast we need to know about. You should speak to Eridash, our leader. He likes to meet all of our visitors. He should be in our town hall, the building to the south. We'll go talk to him. Yep, Tandy. We'll run into her. Gambling with 10 luck. I've heard that even just with 10 luck, you can win tons of money in the casino easy, even without the gambler trait. God, how many people have been killed by Ian? With him, like, never give Ian an Uzi. Everybody knows that. Fell from a cliff? I don't know if I remember that one. I'm sure I've seen it, but... Welcome to Shady Sands, traveler. My name is Katrina. My job is to greet strangers and help them understand our village. We find that there are fewer problems if you listen to what I have to say. Tell me more about yourself. My life was very boring. I was raised in a vault. I lived there for many years. Unfortunately, we were crowded and life was very bad. There was a schism and many people left, taking with them the best equipment. Still, some of us tried to stay in the vault, but then we were attacked. I was hurt and I ended up here. Now, I try to help people. What should I do if I get hurt? Well, if you can't get to a doctor, you'll need to heal yourself. Stim packs are a common healing item. Use them on yourself to heal minor wounds. First aid is a slower method, but it's always available. For major wounds, like a broken leg, you need your doctor skill. I'm not going to ask about... Well, we'll look at the better equipment. I'll just kind of read that quick. I will read most of the text, but this is more about tutorial type stuff. I know about bartering... Or ask her about this place. You're standing in Shady Sands, where you're but a small town in a large world. We just want to be left alone. Besides some mutated animals and other creatures of the desert, only the raiders give us trouble. Eridash is our leader. He's in the large central house, if you wish to speak with him. Of course, he's the leader. He gets the big house. Well, yeah, like an Uzi. Yeah, never give him a weapon that he can spray and pray with. Tell me about the rest of the world. I know very little of the outside world. I escaped from a vault when it was attacked. Unfortunately, I was very hurt and do not remember much of what happened. But Dharma was watching over me, and I was found by the people of Shady Sands. I live here now. Have you spoken with Ian yet? He is a merchant guard who was hurt. He's recovering in the guardhouse over there. She points to the east. He is more widely traveled than I. He gets around. Where was this vault of yours? It was Vault 15. It's due east of here. We tried to make contact with some other vaults, but we always failed. I think it was the raiders who attacked my fellow dwellers. Be careful. I mean, it probably was raiders. It's kind of their thing. Katrina, she has a very pretty smile. Not for long. Yes, dog meat is probably... Well, even the regular adventurer is probably killed more by Ian than anything. But just to finish up on my thoughts on the build real quick, because I'm going to get distracted over and over again. We want to be... Again, we want to miss as rarely as possible, and we want to hit as frequently as possible. Because us missing is very, very bad, because we get penalties up to and including our gun exploding, and our enemies are punished very badly for missing. Because, again, for the same reasons, right? Their gun might blow up, they might lose a round, they could damage themselves, they could kill themselves, things like that. I did use the mod to add children back. Yes, you can kill the children. I don't think people get pissed. Well, sometimes people will get pissed if you steal, so be careful. But they also, you know, what they consider stealing is a whole other thing. So our build is going to be based around those ideas, right? Around the idea, those are stim packs. Probably if you've played Fallout, you recognize that immediately. And you'll see that with our skill choices. And that'll make more sense as we go. Hey, how you doing? Oh, my neck, you're standing on my neck. I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling too well right now. Please, if you can help find a way to fight the rat scorpions, talk to my brother, Seth. Well, let's go talk to the leader, Eridash, first, I guess. Again, our character is evil, And almost certainly we will be wiping this town off the face of the earth at some point, but we need a little bit more oomph. Yeah, you do not want to give him a burst mode Uzi. I never kept Ian long.
Greetings. Your business in Shady Sands might be...
Again, we're not going to be stupid. I'm from a vault to the west. My people are dying of thirst, and I need to find a water purifier chip for them to survive.
Wanderer, I shall believe you, for now. You may enter Shady Sands, but be warned, your every move will be watched.
I love being threatened. Yes, so yes, that is the final thoughts on the build, I guess. Is going forward, my perk choices, at least initially, until we become ridiculously overpowered, will be... And again, this will make more sense because it seems self-explanatory, but on us hitting, or I guess us specifically missing as rarely as possible, and our enemies missing as frequently as possible. You can actually try to barter with anyone. And here's the barter system. So for example, well, I'll wait until I'm actually going to barter before I bother showing that system. I want to ask him a few questions.
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about the other towns around here?
Junktown lies south of here, though
Okay,
there is little
it sure
in the
does.
way of visitation. From stories, I'm certain there are cities south of that.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
Your dialogue does change. If you have low intelligence, your dialogue changes on when you talk to people. And a lot of quests you can't get because you're so stupid. What can you tell me about the other towns?
Junktown,
Whoops, I already
certainly.
did that one. What's
What do
going
you
on around
wish
here?
to know? Oh my, yes. Great packs of rad scorpions are killing our herds. We don't know where they're from, and no matter how many we kill, there's always more. And now the monsters are attacking my people. Roslo is trying to find a cure for their poison, but I'm not sure how it goes.
I can help you for a price.
As Dharma said, those who tend their own flock know the shepherd.
I have low charisma, so sometimes I might just be a little bit too blunt. I know it's hard for you to trust, but I would like to help.
Yes. Please, talk to Roslo. He possesses far more information on these creatures than I.
One thing they tried to do with the faces is make it so they looked friendlier if they liked you, but they kind of get that scowly look if you're pissing them off, which I thought was pretty neat. I need to find out where the quick save is. I forget where it is. I think it's probably like something like F7. Hold on. No, it's definitely not what I want. That's... Okay, F4 is sort of quick save. Let's talk to these people. I won't read all the little text. I'm too busy to talk right now. I gotta get this meal ready. That smells really good. I bet it tastes great. Why, thank you. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Thank you for the compliment. I'm gonna tell all my friends about you. Wow. Give her one little compliment. Irradiated fruit, Nuka-Cola. There she blows. It's blue, though, which is kind of weird. Bottle caps. Okay, that's all she got. Yeah, oh yeah, I always like the talking heads. That was my... It's like, oh my god, look how awesome that looks. Here's one thing about this game, too. It's very, very, very easy to miss stuff that's on the ground. And that's another reason that I'm... And that was just the animation for opening a door. That's another reason why I'm using this 2x scale. Because my eyes ain't so good. Hell yeah, I want these rocks. And I know for you guys, it would be hard to shit to see. Because again, imagine this, but scaled out like at least twice as much. Uh-oh, who could this be? I need to figure out. I swear there was a quick save. Anyway, who could this be?
Hi. I heard there was a traveler in town, but I was kind of skeptical until I saw you. My name's Tandy. What's yours?
My name's Chloe. Remember it.
Well, how do you like our little town? Bored yet?
See, she's got that scowl. Hell yes, there's nothing better to do here but watch the Brahmin mate.
Finally, someone else who sees. Of course, you've probably been everywhere, so this must be hell for you.
If you're so bored, why don't you leave?
Me? Leave? I wish. I don't know enough to leave alone. No one else wants to go. And worst of all, my father says he would have a heart attack if something happened to me.
Tough situation. Anyway, can I ask you a few questions?
Sure, I guess. I've never been out of here, so I don't know what help I can be. So, what you need?
You're probably right, Tally, because I didn't actually find the scaling option until right before this stream. What else is around these parts?
There's a bunch of cities down south, but since you're such a great traveler, I'm sure you know that already.
Listen, I just left the vault, but I didn't just leave the womb.
No problem. Anything else?
What's going on around here?
Same as always. Boring.
Well, you don't like to go watch the Brahmin maid? I'm sure that's super interesting. Have you heard any stories from down south?
Just stuff.
Thanks.
No problem. Anything else?
That's super useful. How do you like it here?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it is home and all, but it's so boring. You know, I want to see the world.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
You live here all your life and see how you like it. Anything else you want to know? Well, thanks for talking. We don't get many strangers here, so it's always good to talk to new people. See ya.
Her voice does sound kind of familiar. We really want to get a... Damn, too much. We do want to get a rifle as soon as humanly possible. Oh yeah, you could do this too. I can't do it right now, apparently. But you can actually ask, like, type in something to ask them about. I don't remember using that a lot. And there's probably some things that you have to do that with, but I think for the most part you didn't need to use it. Wait, is that canon that they were made for something with the guy? All right, let's go find out about this. Sorry, I know. I save all the time and I don't have to. Let's go find out about this red scorpion thing. Let's see. Can I help you? I do need... Actually, no, I'm already healed up. I don't know. Okay, you do heal over time very slowly. Forget about that. What do you know about red scorpions? Not too much. They seem to be extremely large versions of the North American emperor scorpion. Contrary to my medical knowledge, their poison has grown more potent, not diluted as I would expect. Seth has been hunting them, which helps some of my tests. How such a large creature can even be possible by natural evolution or even radiation-induced mutation is beyond me. You seem well educated. What are you doing here? Dr. Morbid in Junktown taught me some, and just because we live in stone huts does not mean we're less intelligent or educated. Have a nice day. Listen, bitch. Anything else? They seem to be sensitive to light, nocturnal. If I could get a sample of their poison, especially the venom production sac located in their tail, I could create anti-venom. All right, let's actually talk to him. I want to barter. You want these awesome rocks I've got? They're really neat. He's like, no. I'll explain the system in a second. And I'm not reading the book yet for specific reasons as well. Okay, so here's how the barter system works. This is my side of the transaction. This is their side. A little bit of a cold too. So when you lay an item down, it tells you roughly what it's worth. If your charisma and your barter skills, actually, well, I take it back. Based on your barter skill, your items will be worth more and theirs will be worth less, as you would expect. So he's only got 46 caps. How much is this worth? 131. Let's see how much we have. flares, I don't really ever found a use for flares. I don't think. Obviously, we want to keep all our ammo and our guns. I don't think we really need a knife. We're probably going to get more of those, so I'm not overly concerned. We want to lose as much weight as possible before we go fight these rad scorpions. Where'd I get a laser pistol? Because I tagged energy weapons, I got a laser pistol. That's one reason, you know, if you're min-maxing the game, like you don't, this is not one of those games you do have to min-max, just to be clear. Not you, I'm just saying in general, anybody who wants to play this game. You don't really need to min-max it. Like it's like a lot of these games, right? Where the beginning can be really tough. You have lack of skills, lack of game mechanic knowledge, lack of weapons, lack of armor. And sometimes you can just get yourself into big trouble pretty easily. But then, once you've got a couple levels of you understand the game better, you're getting good items, the game gets a lot easier. But if you are going to power game a little bit, you do want to think about which skills you tag, not just for the obvious reasons, but also because they give you items. Like if you tag big guns, they start you with a fucking flamethrower. Now, the problem with that, though, is getting ammo, right? Like that's one reason I'm going to save my energy weapons for the big guys, because early on there's not a lot of access to energy weapons, I don't think. Anyway, you can see our offers are the same, so I'm going to offer. They're going to take it. And let me ask about what's his name, Aradesh? Can I do that? Yeah, he's the leader of our community and a true hero. You can always find him at work in the command hall. That's pretty neat. I like that. I like being able to do stuff like that. I wish you could do that more in games. Flamethrower with Jinxed? Oh, Jesus. Well, and the thing about Jinx, too, that initially I was confused about was I thought Jinx was like, maybe it's only people around you, like literally in a small area around you. But that does not seem to be the case. It seems to be if they're in combat at all, near you or otherwise, Jinx does take effect. Look at these little shits running around. Hi, where are your parents? I don't know, around here somewhere. I'm going to try to talk to the important NPCs. Let's go talk to Ian. Jesus Christ. Hello, stranger. You look like you're new here. What's your name? I'm Chloe. Good to meet you. I'm Ian. What do you do here? I was a guard for the merchants at the hub. However, I was shot during a raid by the bandits. I've been staying here since the people have helped me recover. Still, my knowledge of the outside world and my experience make me useful here. Shady Sands is my home now. Occasionally, I even get to visit Junktown, or the hub, or do some trading, since I'm the only person who has ever really left town. I'm sorry to hear about your injury. We gotta fake it up a little bit for him. Thanks! It's been healing up well, thanks to Razlo. What can I help you with? Are you playing entire series? Like playing through all the Fallouts, you mean? Or to finish this game? I will definitely be finishing this game. But yeah, flamethrower, a bad luck flamethrower exploding would probably be super horrifying and hilarious. Tell me about the Raiders. There are 3 groups, the Khans, the Vipers, and the Jackals. They pretty much hate each other, but they all raid Shady Sands. Tell me more about Shady Sands. Shady Sands is a small, but self-sufficient community. The only trouble here is with the bandits and the rad scorpions. Why are the rad scorpions trouble? Rad scorpions are very dangerous. They have a poisonous stinger in the tail, and they are very quick. Aradesh has been trying to find a way to get rid of them. If you feel brave, you can talk to Aradesh about them. Sometimes it just kicks you out of the dialogue, too, at weird spots. Let's see. Tell me about the... let's see. Rad scorpions. Oh, okay. I thought he had maybe some more to say. Tell me more about Shady Sands. Shady Sands is a small, but self-sufficient community. The only trouble here is with the bandits and the rad scorpions. Are there many bandits? There are several. They come from various groups. They steal our food and occasionally shoot a few people. Seth organized the guards to help fight them off. What can you tell me about Seth? Seth's a very brave fighter. He occasionally goes to the rat scorpion caves to kill a few rat scorpions, but they always wind up coming back. They're just far too many for him to fight. Are the rat scorpions really that dangerous? Rat scorpions are very dangerous. All right, he's told us that. Yeah, Fallout 76 was a horrible, horrible mess. But we still had fun with it regardless. Entire series? I want to do 1 and 2 for sure this year. 1 and 2 for sure this year. I would... Fallout 3 and New Vegas are definite possibilities as well, because I haven't played Fallout 3 in a long time. Tell me about No, we heard about South. Can you give me directions to the hub in Jugtown? The hub is a big trading center far south of Shady Sands. It's run by several different caravan groups of merchants. The Water Merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo Traders. Junktown is a little south and a ways west. It's smaller, but still a good place to drop in for a drink. It's overseen by a fellow by the name of Killian Darkwater, the local shopkeeper, sheriff, and mayor. Water Merchants. I wonder if that will be useful for us looking for a water chip. Probably not, though. Can you help me out a bit? Your experience sure would be useful. Hehehe. Tempting offer since this place gets boring. Tell you what, standard rates, 100 caps and you got a deal. Can we get up to 100 caps to get him? Because we need a bullet we need we need someone to absorb the blows, as it were. Because one thing we can do... How much money do we have? We wouldn't have enough. Because what I was going to do is get all of his money. Actually, we still could potentially... No, we can't do that. Get all his money, hire him, and then take the money back. But I guess not. We can't do that just yet. We kind of do want him. So we're going to mostly be doing a follower-less run. Oof, that's tough to say. But early on, it would really be nice to have Ian, which I never thought I'd say that, to get hit by the scorpions while we shoot them. Hello, stranger. We don't see your kind often. Why not? Look, Shady Sands don't need your kind from the hub or Junktown or wherever you come from. We do pretty good by ourselves. Last trader from the hub sold us a malfunctioning irrigation pump. We had it with your dirty deals. You got it all wrong. I'm not like that. Yeah, right. So you say. Just don't get any trouble, okay? Just give Ian rocks. I mean, that's all he really deserves. We don't really have anything to sell him for that 5, but we want to get as many caps as we can. Yeah, whatever. Whatever's clever. Whatever, major loser. I can't do it quickly because I have to do it. It's the mic's in the way. This is gonna be a long playthrough. I hope you guys are strapped in and ready for this. Oh, this guy has the same thing to say, but he's like, not so fast. This is a small community. Wait, I forgot what voice I was doing. We don't see strangers often. We don't really need them, if you get my meaning. If you don't have a good reason to be here, you'd better just keep on moving. Hey, I ain't gonna hurt nobody yet. I wasn't saying you was gonna. You just better leave us alone. Oof, God, my desire to say prepare to meet your maker is extremely high right now. I'm having to... Early game is tough because I just want to kill everybody. And for the record, I'll have you know, again, while I was testing, the first thing I did was come into Shady Sands and kill everyone. And I was able to do it. However, the reason I'm not doing it now is because I want you guys to actually see quests. Because otherwise this is just going to be a murder simulator, which it kind of is
the
anyway.
Raiders have destroyed as an effective fighting force and disband. none of the Raider survivors are ever heard from again.
Hey, CJ Hope Raid, thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. CJ and your people, are you ready for the original, the classic? We just got started. Fallout 1, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Played it back in the day because I'm a very old man. I hope you guys are ready. I'm very interested in this playthrough. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you, CB Liberty, for the follow. Much appreciated. You'll be blown away by the graphics of this game from 1997, which 97 was the year after I graduated high school. If that puts you into perspective, 97, I graduated in 96. This came out in 97. Early game is tough, and I do want to kill everyone. Permission granted, CB Liberty, much appreciated. We will be streaming this all day, so. All right, everybody's just being a jerk to me. And yes, I want to pick option 1 so bad. Yes, we're going to be playing an evil character, and in this Fallout, you can kill. There's literally one NPC in this game you cannot kill. He's literally flagged as unkillable. I won't mention who it is. But there's only one character you can't kill. And the first time I played it, I killed everybody in the game except that one unkillable person. And there were 2 guys behind a locked door that I couldn't get into. Ooh, let's inspect the toilet. A crude but effective toilet. There's some leaves dropped into the hole to manage the odor. I'm gonna guess that didn't really help a lot. Get out of here, kid. Oh, what is this? So you have to look very, very closely on the ground for stuff like this. This is one of the reasons we're using the 2 times magnification. Such a youngin'. Oh, please. What did I pick up? Ooh, we got a cat's paw. You have no idea. Upon further inspection, you have no idea what this is. So magazines, you can read magazines and they improve your skills. However, it takes time to do that. And I don't want to use up a lot of time right now. I don't want to go to the Rad Scorpion Cave at night. I don't think it matters too much, but... Michael is the resident oldie. Hello, Wanderer. I trade and sell goods to the fine people of Shady Sands. Would you like to see my wares? Sure. He's got a sledgehammer. I don't know what the bags are for, to be honest. Is an average size bag useful for holding things, made from woven Brahmin hairs. He's got a scout book we can learn some scout skills from. Let's see. He doesn't have a rifle because that's the one weapon we need. He's got 18 caps. We'll take all of his caps here because, again, we're trying to get 100 caps so we can get Ian. They're just organized? Okay. I couldn't remember if there was an actual like gameplay benefit or not. I know I save all the time. I work for the trader here. Make sure nobody messes with him. Yeah, okay, I'm terrified. Here's another thing we have to keep in mind. And anybody coming in from CJ Hope, I promise this is all in game terms. So what are the problems we have with murdering everybody who lives here? And the fact that I patched in adding kids back into the game, because the Steam version does not have children in the game. It patched them out because the original game did have it. Because in this game you can kill everybody for the most part, including children. And if you kill children, you will get flagged as a child killer. And most places will not react super kindly to you. In fact, some will flat out attack you on sight. And that ruins the ability to do a lot of quests. And again, I do want to do quests. Obviously, I want to wipe everybody out. Obviously, we want to kill everybody. But we want to do their quests first. To show you the quests. So, we need to be careful with killing children. At least early on. Later on, we can blow them away. But early on, we got to be careful not to kill kids. Welcome, CG Hope. Again, thank you for the raid. You guys go check out CG Hope. How was your stream, by the way? I didn't ask. What an asshole. I don't know if you've went away for food or not yet. But how was your stream? Go check out CG Hope. Please, can I get another shout out for CG Hope? We did get her a shout out, didn't we? I think we did. Anyway, what's the deal with this place? We're a true community. We all work and share together. Wink, wink. We're a community of wife swappers. How do you survive out here? We have farms and irrigation. We have herd brahmin. Everybody contributes their skills to make something useful. Who's your leader? Aradesh is our current leader. With his experience, he helps to lead the community. I figured you did. Oh, League of Legends. I started playing Heroes of the Storm again. Unfortunately. Don't bother me. What is this? Oh, it's a shovel. The shovel is the property of its owners. You can't even conceive of a use for it. Listen, game. Don't tell me. Believe me. I would be down with wiping out an entire community with just one of its own shovels. In fact, that sounds like a challenge run. I didn't loot everything in here just yet. And in this game, and this is one thing that was a lot different about this game than most games like it. Yes, in other games you could, like, you know, kill the merchants or whatever, but they wouldn't drop their items. Like, they would, you know, you go to a guy who's got all these magical weapons and armor and shit, and you kill him and he drops, like, you know, 5 gold. And, you know, a used dirty magazine or something. In this game, if you kill a merchant, if they have the items on them, you get all their stuff. If they have all those items somewhere in the shop, you get all their stuff. Rope, we need rope. We do have weight limits, by the way. That's why I was saying earlier, we want to transfer as much of our stuff in the caps as possible. Caps is the money, as you, I'm sure most of you already know. How are you? Don't bother me. How are you? Oh, I'm fine. Don't bother me. It's like, what? Make up your damn mind. Good day. What's your name? I am called Curtis. Who says that? I'm going to start saying that. Anybody asks my name, I'm going to be... My name, I am called Johnny. What can you tell me about your village? Our village is small, but we support ourselves. Aside from the attacks by raiders and the occasional rat scorpion, we ain't got no problems. Aradesh is a good leader. What are you doing? I'm a farmer. We irrigated the desert many years ago. Along the wasteland is harsh. It is possible to grow things with patience and time. I see. You seem to be doing pretty well. What can I do for you? You got anything good? You got some irradiated fruit. A strange-looking piece of fruit. It does not look particularly tasty. No preservatives and no additional food coloring added. A low-fat food. It's all natural, so it's fine. Just like sharks and snake venom. How are you doing? Fuck off! Fuck off, you bloody wanker! Yeah, basically New York. The Brahmins sure do stink this time of year. I kind of think they probably stink all the time. Alright, so somebody spot the rope. Somebody spot the rope that's in this room while I take a drink. I'm already hurting my voice, so give me a minute. This is why you got to keep your eyes peeled. And again, another reason for the 2 times. There's a rope right there. How I still don't know why I remember some of this shit randomly. Again, I can't remember what I was talking about 5 minutes ago, but I'm like, oh yes, I remember in that one room in the first town, on the second screen on the right hand side, there was a rope on the ground. Though, to be fair, it is definitely far easier to see running it at this resolution. I've actually ran the game at 4K before, just because. And at 4K, you can see this entire section of map, if I remember right, at the same time. Which is nice, but imagine trying to see, at that point, anything. So I think that's all the quests we really have. So let's go to the Rat Scorpion Cave. Now, if I recall, the Rat Scorpion Cave not super easy. How many caps do we have? Yeah, 37. We need 63 more. Let's go back to Aradesh and see if we can't, or Tally, or as well. Or not Tally, but
what may
wait,
I
what is
help
her
you
name?
with?
You can shut up and give me your money, with all due respect. Trying to think what I would want to give up. The doctor's bag is not super useful, but it's also 300. This is rifle ammo, by the way. We do not want to get rid of that. I forget what this is for. I think that's just to use the first aid skill, which we really, again, shouldn't need. The game's fairly generous with stim packs. Damn it. I don't want to give him that good of a deal. I'd like to keep the books as well. Actually, since we'll be killing him later on, we might as well give him like one of them. Damn, even that's 200. Tandy, yes. Tandy, not Tally. I'm okay with that for now. I'll get his knife too, just to make this trade not completely screwing me over, because it's 200 versus 107. But we really want the caps to get in for now.
Goodbye.
Don't smirk at me, son. Now, I don't think you can hire him and then get the caps back, to be fair. And the party management in this game is very primitive, to put it mildly. Do we have 100 caps now? I think we're just shy. Wait, what? Wait. Wait, did I not? Wait, did I? What? Yeah, I don't think I actually traded. My bad. Damn it. Tandy? She's standing in the goddamn doorway. So this is a problem in this game. Sometimes NPCs would just get in the doorways of shit, and you can't pass. So I have to wait for her to get her happy ass out of the way. Tandy? Thank you.
Greetings.
My bad. My bad, boys and girls. Actually, what is this one? I don't know what this one does. I remember what the Cat's Paw magazine does. And I don't think it helps us anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Because theoretically, he'll keep it, and we'll be able to murder him for it later. Oh, that's right. I hit talk. You're right. You're right. I hit talk. Also, you can like review all the texts. Well, some of the text from that session from there, which is cool.
Goodbye.
We have 79 caps. My throat needs to stop being a pain. Literally. Can I just, okay. I can't just enter that. So we will barter with him for the rest of his caps. Oh, wait, how's he got 63 now? Didn't he? Oh, that's right. He wasn't quite enough. I should have actually just traded with him, because I should be able to do this, I believe. I'm going to give him the rocks just because. All right, hire him. Now, it's very bizarre. Now, when you barter with them, you don't actually have to... Oh, I thought you could barter with them and take their stuff. All right, so I think this is what you have to do, if I remember right. Wow, get the fuck out of my way! We'll talk to him in a little bit, but I want to get my stuff back before he inevitably dies. So here's your skill decks. Here's your different skills that you can do. We're going to do steal. He shouldn't mind, because you're not really stealing, because everything he owns, you own. Give me them stimp packs. You're not going to be needing them. So basically, so that's why I did that, right? That's why I went with that unfavorable trade, because I know I could just get my item back, because Ian's in moron. Right. And that's the other reason I want to take Ian. Not only is he going to be good for taking stingers to the face, but he will also be able to let me carry more red scorpion tails back. All right, so let's talk to him a little bit. As you can see, you get different dialogue options. What weapons are you skilled with? I'm good shot with just about any sort of pistol. No, I fucking forgot what a voice I gave him. And I could use a submachine gun too. I also know how to handle a knife. Yeah, you're never getting that. Let's discuss combat tactics. Prefer ranged. Change formation. Stay close, always run. The only problem with staying close is he can get in the way, but we'll try that. And I think these are added with the patch. The step aside and get the fuck out of my way, because you can get into a situation where you can't move because he's blocking you off. So you have to, like, in the second game they made it so you could push NPCs out of the way. But all right, so let's go clear out the Rad Scorpion Cave. Are you sure you want to get? Wait, are you sure you want to give directions to the Rad Scorpion Caves? I can't go, of course, but I can show you the way. My God, what is this? You see the bones of a large, two-headed cow. I wouldn't even inspect the Brahmin. Let's go and reload. Inventory weight limits are the worst. Yes, Jenga inventory, Tetris inventory, whatever. Yes, those are the worst. I do hate